being going and in entertainment, that's already a rare thing. But being going and killing it at the highest level, that's something else. Donovan Fernandes here, Mr. I Am All Talk, and welcome to another episode of All Talk, No Regrets. And my guest today needs no introduction. Man, you are just not a violinist. You are a blown out brand. Folks, please let's welcome Mr. G. Pinto, aka Grenville Pinto.
Thank you very much, Donovan.
Nice to have you, man.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, like seriously, I'm always used to seeing, and you're probably used to seeing me in my life. Well, technically, this is technically my life, but to see you here without the violin in your hand, and without the suits, it's. I'm not used to it. I have to adjust to myself. But honestly, man, like thank you for being here, man. And you and I, we've known each other for, let's say, well over 20 years, and we've been doing this thing together for around 20 years, from the trial and error stages to building a brand stages to the platform that we are on here today. And as I said, you and I were doing it on such a high level. And today we're just going to break down, talk, and just shoot it up, man. And shoot it up. Sure. So wrong, but yeah, we're just going to just talk and just have a lot of fun. But honestly, thank you for being here and taking the time out of your schedule, your day. Cause I don't know how you do it, but you do it, man.
Well, we all have to do what we do. I'm having a great time where we are today, I feel like I'm on a Joe Rogan show.
Yeah.
It's
the vibe's nice, man, here.
Yeah. And like you said, we go back a bit. So back in our day, if I could say that, we didn't have platforms like this.
No.
Where we could get together, say what we want, chill, and just, so there's a lot of advantages, I think, to what's available today.
Yeah.
And in the old days, we did it differently, but we got the word out somehow. But it was always it was a love for what we do.
Yeah.
Right.
My platform where I met you at, where I was the Viva Festival, brought to you by the GOA Toronto.
That's right.
And that was when it was at Downsview Hangar. Right?
Yes.
No AC, nothing.
Yes.
It's just 4,000 people in this hangar. There's soccer happening. There's food stalls, and then there was the stage, right? And that's where I met you at. And I think that's where some of our foundations met. And as years went on, we realized that our paths were kind of similar. We're meeting the same people. We know the same players in the game, but it wasn't the going game. It was really the outside world, the outside entertainment that really, shot us up.
Yeah.
Right? Shot us up quicker than I could ever imagine. But you're right. In those days, we never had platforms. We never had social media. Yeah. I think it was MSN Messenger and ICQ during those days.
Yeah.
Right?
And we go back even before that.
Yeah.
Right?
Even
pre-internet. You're talking about. So it was just, you just do your thing. At the end of it, you do your thing, whether we're sitting in front of everybody right now, talking to people who would be listening in, or whether we're playing on the Viva Goa stage or performing on it, right? There's an audience. There's people listening.
Yeah.
And we're doing what we love. We do it from the heart. Yeah. And then we see what the response is.
Yeah. When people have passion for what they do, and I wish everyone could find a passion that they love, because it is something that I can't even describe. There is there is an addiction to it. It's like you really love it, right? Yeah. There's people that love their kids. They love sports and all this, but when you have a passion for it, it becomes you. It becomes part of your identity. And for us in the business we're in, it becomes part of a brand, right? And listen, we're going to keep talking about this stuff, but some people pick up an instrument. You picked up your calling, and it turned into a business. Now, let's take it from the top. Where did the passion start from? Where did Grenville and the violin start?
You know what? My passion is strictly for music. I'm going to say it's music. I'm a music buff. I'm a musicaholic. I don't know what's the term for it, but I just love music. And I think that's what people see in me to this day. And when I was a kid, I always had a burn for a yearn to go pick up the latest record. There were artists that I was into back then, Lionel Richie, and you know, like I'm going to date myself when I start mentioning some of these artists and all. But
I love Lionel Richie.
yeah, and he's around to this day. I mean, it's incredible.
Have you seen him live?
I have actually.
Yes,
I have.
okay.
I'm trying to recall when I saw him. It was at the amphitheater, which I think is renamed now.
Budweiser stage.
Is it Budweiser stage? Yeah. So I saw him there. Great performer. And that was when he had to be about in his 60s when he was performing there. So he's had a good run and he's still doing it. So incredible. So it's always been my love for music. I just love music as a kid. I guess being surrounded by it. You know, my mother teaches piano. My dad's a singer. And they taught us piano when we were young, my two sisters and myself. So, which will probably get us into some of the questions you're asking. But that's where the love of music came. It came from the top down, and it came from an environment where we had music. It was just the radio back then, but it was music. Yeah. And I used to record. I remember going, you know, you wait when your song came on.
Yes, hit the 2 button.
We simply did not have access to music like we have today.
Yeah.
Which is why I think we have a different appreciation today for it.
Much.
As opposed to people who didn't know what it's like not to have it. So there's some real truth to not having something is a real benefit.
You had to listen to the whole song.
Yes.
You had to listen. You couldn't just skip it. You had to listen to the whole song, and sometimes you even got like Tarzan dance. So AM 640 or whatever it was, like
you try and cut it, you know, try and edit it. So if other people heard it, they knew you didn't record it off the radio. So
so piano. I actually played the piano too. I did the Royal Conservatory. I did the whole up until grade 8.
We've got to make you part of the gig.
Yeah,
what's going on here?
I could, but you know what the thing is, being brought up in a household like, someone else is playing the piano. You're going to play the piano, right?
Yeah.
I didn't love it for the music. I was just kind of forced to kind of do it, right? And now I appreciate it, but like I have to go back because like, hey, if I could play Celine Dion, My Heart Goes On, or if I could start doing this and there's someone there and like I could win them over with my skill, like, you know, I wish I could go back now and just pick up some things. My brother, kind of same thing, like mom made my brother like play the violin. He did this whole Suzuki School of Music, right? But it was not for, it was just because we had to.
Yeah.
Right? But like love, like when you were playing and you learned piano, were you loving it at that time?
You know, I got to admit, I was like probably 5 or 6 years old. I don't recall loving it. I don't know if I had the chance to get there. Mm-hmm. I was banging too hard on the piano is what happened. And I think my mom was worried about the instrument getting ruined, about the piano being banged on by me as a 5-year-old. That when I was 7, she asked me if I want to go across the street and take violin lessons from the public school. I was going to a Catholic school, just 2 blocks away. So anyway, she arranged. So I said yes, I would do it. I didn't know. So I was 7 years old. Next thing you know, I was taking lessons over there. So going back to what you said too, you know, I think, and I have a lot of conversations with parents and fans all over the place, and they tell me, you know, I always tell them, introduce different opportunities to the children.
Yes.
Right? Not everybody's going to be a musician, or they're not going to be a violinist, or they're not going to be, they might play the oboe. They might take a liking to something else. They could like mathematics, become an accountant, whatever it is.
Open them up. Yeah.
You got to give them the opportunity, though. Don't give them the opportunity for everything. You try and find what it is. And there's different ways. I mean, now with, like you said, everything being available to us, there's no excuse for accessing, you know, material related to different fields and finding what a child could be interested, or anybody, could be an adult who finds a passion later in life and can harness that. Yeah. Right? Kind of thing, and make it grow. So I think that's a cool thing.
Yeah.
You know, now.
For me, piano, I did alto sax, and of course, the instrument of the world, the recorder.
The recorder.
How many instruments can you play?
I play 3, essentially. So I do, violin, obviously.
Really? You play the violin?
Oh, yeah, believe it or not. So Well, I try and play it. Put it that way. So I play violin. I do. I play guitar. I took some classical guitar lessons, and piano. I know the basics.
Okay.
Just the black and white keys, which is important because everything is based on that. So I think that's something good for everybody to learn out there.
Yeah, the notes. Yeah. Know your notes, right? Know the sounds. So at what point? Okay, here you are. You obviously have the violin in your hand. You're doing your thing. At what point did you say, "Hey, I can do something with this. I can start a business with this"? That's a.
Never was a business. It never was, and it was never meant to be a business.
Yeah,
Let me tell.
This wasn't supposed to be a business.
I know, but you got to put that business hat on. Trust me, I have a hat just like Donovan right now.
Yeah,
it's a business hat which I put on. You have to eventually, because there is a very big business side to music, and you'll hear a lot of big artists talk about it. They love their music, but if they don't take care of the business, the music doesn't happen.
Yes, but because there is a point. Like for me, my turning point was when a fan, like I always kind of wanted to be the MC or find different, like I did club MCing, I did ring announcing. But for me, like my turning point was when a family member, I think it was like a couple, the boyfriend and them broke up. So like the boyfriend was supposed to be the MC and then she's like, "Don, do you want to be the MC?" I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah.
And then the next day, 2 calls came in for me. And that was the turning point for me to say, "Hey, I can do this." Yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. When you see the traffic coming in, when you see the opportunities and you realize that, I got to start keeping a calendar or I got to start writing things down. I got to get professional with this because otherwise you might, can I say piss people off?
Yeah, piss people. Yeah, that's.
Or you can, and also make yourself look bad. It can be to your own detriment. So you have to be, there is a time when, and there was a time for me too, when I realized, I have a marketing business background. That's what I went to school for. Not thinking, like I said, music was always a hobby.
Yeah.
I did not think it was going to be, turn into my lifeline.
Like 20 years ago, like when I met you, like on that stage, you were already promoting yourself as the violinist. You got up there playing to like music, like, right? I'm just curious to know what led you to say, "Hey, I could actually be on a stage. I could put someone else's, put like an instrumental in the background and I could play over it." That's what I'm.
Oh, I'll tell you where that came from.
Yeah.
That came from my sisters, because when I was in Hamilton, where I grew up, and all my life since I was young, I've always played.
Steeltown shout out.
Steeltown shout out. That's right. Oski Wee Wee. Go Ticats.
Oh,
the Ticats.
Okay, Oscar.
For the Hamiltonians. The Hamiltonians will get that one. Yeah.
But yeah, so your sisters.
So my sisters, let me tell you about this. So I used to play with them all the time. We were known as the Pinto Trio. So even for Viva Goa and all, we would play together.
Okay.
So there's actually some footage online of my sisters and I playing when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Playing back then. It was Arnold who got Arnold Mendez?
Name rings a bell.
He's in our circle for Viva Goa. Anyway, he got the footage for me for that. So anyway, brought back a lot of memories. So my sisters and I were always playing live together, and I played with other live musicians, live. But then it got to a point when a lot of my gigs started being in Toronto.
Yes.
Because I moved to Toronto for work reasons. I was doing a day job. I was doing something related to my marketing, publishing, and I had to move to the city. Hence, I started making contacts out here, and my hobby was always music on the weekends, playing for people, because it's what I love to do. And my sisters eventually could not make it out with me. So I had to create this one-man show.
Okay.
And it worked to my advantage, really. It was something unique. At that time, there was nobody doing it with an instrument.
Yes.
This goes way back. I'm talking like I was working the late 80s, early 90s, the stage for the fashion show. And nobody was doing this in Canada that I know of.
Yeah.
So I know I was one of the first to be doing this.
Yeah.
So it was a big deal to come. You had to get very innovative because.
Same here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, because nobody was doing it. There was no one to look to for guidance. Equipment. You didn't have proper gear. So even like a microphone, they would just take a microphone like this and put up to my violin. There's no pickup.
Yeah.
For the violin. No proper way to amplify the instrument. How do you play with the track? And I had to get funky with the tracks because I was playing with models walking down a stage, and I had to come up with music that they could walk to that wasn't like a classical piece that I was trained on. So it was a lot of thinking outside the box.
BPM is important, especially for those.
BPM is important for the catwalk to get your, walking down. Exactly.
And then, okay, so you figured that out, but then to turn it into you becoming a showman, because you just don't sit there playing to music like, I'm Grenville Pinto. No, you are the show.
I got thrown to the wolves on that one.
Yeah. How
you
so?
know, it was the dinner entertainment that did it. I was more like a ceremony guy or play for cocktails. Then I just got thrown into it. I got thrown into because of the fashion show experience that I had, because I used to model on the stage, and then from the modeling, they knew I played violin, so they brought me. So that became a musical component, and people used to come to the show just to see me play the instrument. So that became the focus, you know. So going back, what was the
how did you go from just playing to becoming the showman?
That's right. That's right. The showman. Sorry, I forgot. That's
showman.
So the showman, the show was always there. I think partially from that. That's what I wanted to get at.
Yeah.
So when you're talking, you know, I'm on the stage and I'm you know, that element's already there. So it was, and I used to DJ. I used to DJ
you were a DJ?
when I was a teenager. Yes, I used to actually DJ with vinyl records. Yes, but this grounds us out again. This is what you pull together. You put all those pieces together, and that created the show. It's my love. It's more that burn and my love for music again coming out. And I want to show that to people. I want to share it with people, and I want it to become contagious. That's what I want.
Energy is contagious.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
Energy. I love
you have that. When you get out there, people feel, and that's why it's not just anybody on a microphone. It becomes a personality, how you connect. So it's one of those things that people just feel. It's like when you go to a concert.
Yeah.
Like when you went to Raman's concert.
Yeah.
Am I saying his name right?
Yeah, A.R. Rahman, yeah.
A.R. Rahman, yeah. So when you go into his concert, for example, how you feel when you're in that arena, right? You're in there. There's something about that moment when everybody's in one room under one roof together, and what you say and how you say it, how it gets delivered, right? It's not going to be the same as what you say. And if I had to say the exact same words, try to do it in the same way, it's not going to be the same.
It's different.
It's different.
It's different.
And that's why I'm sure a lot of people ask for you.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's why people ask for you.
That's
why
right.
it's getting
They'll
wrestling
ask
promos,
me.
right?
They'll ask for me. And that's why they'll call us. I don't want a violinist. I want Pinto.
Yeah.
Is what they'll say. And same with you. I don't want an MC. I want Donovan.
Because they want the show. Right?
Yeah.
They want the whole entire package. Now, part of that entire package. Now, I was laughing when I was making these notes about this, because this is a real question from me out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I think I have a lot of suits, right? I think I am well dressed.
You are.
Correct, but I've never seen you duplicate a suit. No. You probably have more. I have 35 suits. You guaranteed have more.
I've got hundreds, but that's not the point. The point is I've got a lot of suits, but I've been collecting them.
Yes.
Going back, don't forget, I used to model for fashion shows in the early 90s. So I was always into fashion.
Where do you get them?
Well, let me tell you.
Let me tell you. Sorry.
Let me tell you. So the world is my oyster for clothes.
Oh.
I'm looking all the time. So I have a big budget for clothes. I have no limit when it comes to buying clothes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to buy things that are unreasonable. But I have a true love for dressing and for clothes. And I'll tell you where that comes from too. My mother was in a wheelchair. She lives in Hamilton. My sisters, they're all there. So when I moved to Toronto, the only way that I could meet my mother was for my sisters to drive my mom to a mall. So we'd meet at Square One or Yorkdale, Sherway, whatever it was. And when you go to those malls and you meet, so I would play for a wedding in the afternoon. We go to the mall and go spend the money that I made.
Yes.
But I'm buying clothes. I was always leaving the mall with something.
Yeah.
So turned into a bit of a problem for me, because now to this day, I can't walk into a place. I always find something. I have this fashion sense where I'm always able to pick out stuff, and I didn't used to have that. So that was something which I acquired over time. I may not get it right all the time.
Where do you store them?
That's a good question.
I'm trouble. I'm struggling to store my suits. Like I think I've broken like many closets. Like
closets and hangers.
yeah,
they get broken.
I've destroyed them.
You got to have a good closet maker first of all. Someone who can.
You got one?
I've got custom closets done.
Yeah, that's.
But I want to get a room. I need to get one of my rooms done, and just
because
put stuff in.
You are definitely in the hundreds. Like they're all
I've got
they
a
all
lot.
fit great. Like I'm telling you, like when you're on there, you got the sound, you got the look. Like as I brought it up right in the start, you are the brand package, right? You are a full blown brand.
Yeah, to a certain. I mean, we all are to a certain extent, right? We're all trying to build something and get our message out, right? And our message becomes known, right? So you can call it a brand, I guess, at that point or whatever. I mean, we're doing what we love to do, and it's a great honor when people appreciate that. They call us, right? The phone rings,
Yeah.
and they say, "I want to book you."
Yeah. Have you done destination ones?
I've done destination many, yeah.
That's like for me, it's like, when they book locally, it's beautiful. I love it. And yeah, you're right. I think anytime the phone rings, count it as a blessing, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's a lot of book, count that as a blessing.
Yeah.
But when someone wants to fly you out somewhere, I think there's a little something, a little special dust in the air when
that's a sign that you've got something unique. I think when you do that, because especially now these days. Like I was in Miami a few weeks ago playing for something, and the lady called me unique who hired me. She said, because I was saying you could hire anybody. I think about other gigs, and same with you when you're being flown. They can find an MC somewhere, but it goes back to what I said. When you open your mouth on that mic, that's what they want to hear, your voice.
Yes.
And can be often imitated, never duplicated.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And we get to a stage where we have honed in on our craft. That's all we do. We specialize in that we're not in the duplication business.
No.
We're in this, we're trying to do what we do and do it well.
And create.
And I've always believed in that as me as an artist. I've always wanted to do that. I want to be the best I can be.
Yes.
I've had so many companies come up to me and say, "Oh, can you join us? Can you do this? Can you show it?" If I do that, I'm not going to put the energy into myself as an artist. Look at Prince, look at Michael Bublé, go on and on and on. Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
These guys have all taken that path where I'm going to do what I do because there's only 24 hours in a day. You have to make the choice what you're going to do that way. And I think that sometimes you can help others along the way and you can but at the end of it, we're here to create something that's going to benefit the client and be the best we can be.
100%.
That requires focus.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that go on in the background to build our brand, to build our talent. How often do you practice?
When I play, it's practice, actually.
Yeah.
But I do try and pick up the instrument now. There was a time I didn't even pick it up. But
just go out and do your thing.
When I'm playing, when I'm performing for people, that is practice.
Yeah.
But I do after. I'm constantly working on new material.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly challenging myself that way. So I do pick up the instrument and I even do air violin. Even right now, this is practice for me.
Yeah.
Doing this or just moving my arm, pretending that the violin's there.
It
gets me.
You do the air violin.
This is air violin right here.
Let's do it.
I don't visit. You're not here. When I'm playing, you actually hear the instrument. But
Am I doing it right?
You are kind of. So this is the hardest part, right? Is holding the instrument.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they don't know. Like when I'll put it up to somebody just for fun when I'm doing a gig or so. I'll just bring it. Do you want to try holding the instrument? They get nervous. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But once you feel it on there, and there's different devices to keep it in place. It feels quite comfortable. Then it's a matter of using your muscles, embracing the instrument.
Yeah.
And then playing it as if it's a woman or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Because that's like your baby. Like it's your instrument.
My baby.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people when I have to travel and when I take it on the plane with me.
Yeah.
That's my baby.
Does it come with you or do you put it into the...
I take it with me. The last flight we couldn't fit it and I did have to check it, but it was on that. Oh, that was the first time I was ever parted with it.
Yeah.
While traveling.
Seriously. No. Some people could laugh. Oh, it's just an invite. But no, that's money right there. That's your passion.
Yeah, and it's even more than that. It's priceless because you can't duplicate that instrument. If anything happened to it, it's not like you can go buy another glass or something if it breaks.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of thing. And all violins sound different. It's so hard to get that sound.
And that's so you have the one, right?
I have a lot of instruments.
Okay.
I have a lot of violins. I got some really good ones.
Yeah.
But the one which I perform with is one of my least expensive.
Yeah, that's
instruments.
That's the one that like that's the one that hits the most miles with you.
It's most miles because that instrument, I've turned it into what it was.
Yeah.
It was a mediocre instrument, but by playing it so much and it became part of me. That's what it is. That's what instruments. That's what happens with
That's beautiful.
violins.
It's just to hear that. Like, yeah, it became a part of you, right?
It did become part of me, and I pick up one of my other instruments. They sound good, but not the same. And they don't. This one, which I amplify, it doesn't have the same. It's not going to get that same sound, and I have to create that sound.
That's
yeah.
Like, sorry, I'm just kind of like taken back by it, but it's like, yeah, no, it becomes a part of you. Cause like, I even know like some like guys like do like the drumming and like when they part with their doles and, you know, their drums and like, they feel the same kind of thing.
It really feels foreign. If I pick up another instrument, I could play it, but it doesn't feel the same to me. I don't feel that same comfort level, you know, that I would with my instrument.
Yeah. People see the spotlights, but not the sacrifice. Like being a musician isn't easy, right? Especially at this level. There's so much sacrifice that needs to be made to make this a working, functionable entity. Let's talk about some of the sacrifices that you make. Like I can share about myself, about my personal life. Like I don't get to see my friends as often. I don't get to, like, you know.
That's number one.
Yeah.
That's number one. We are on when everybody's off.
That's
the problem, right? That's the thing.
And
to have an understanding partner, spouse, friends, family.
Yeah.
That's important because like my nieces, I've missed some of their special occasions, but they know they're super cool with it because they know come a weekday or something, they could take a day off and I'm available.
Yeah.
You know, to go with them, or I can move things around. I can't move things around on a Saturday night, or if I have a concert or something going on during the week, whatever. I mean, they know that, I got to go when there's something happening.
Yeah.
So to have people understanding around you, to be surrounded by those people is crucial.
That's the main thing. Cause like, even sometimes like when I'm with like my parents or my family and I'm off, when I'm off, I like to really turn off because everything is so, let's go. And then I somehow, you know, I just don't want to talk. I just want to sit there. Right.
Yeah. So we need that time because we're surrounded by people all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's social settings.
Yeah.
So you tell me like being alone is good. Like me coming down, I came down alone. I felt good. You know, it's having that time to myself.
Yeah. It's so important to have time to yourself.
Yeah.
Do you travel?
I do travel. Well, most of my travel's for work anyway.
Yeah.
When I do travel. But yeah, I like to travel when I get the chance too on my own if I can. But then I'm always taking my laptop with me.
I have always taken intentional time for myself. And sometimes it's in the fire of wedding season that I purposely do it just to say, hey, I'm still me.
Yeah.
Right? This business will not tell me who I am. I will tell me who I am. And I always take time off, like 2 weeks in July, and I go. And I miss, and there's money that's sitting there that could be mine, but I'm just like, no, I'm good enough to build it back. I'm good, but
No, you need to do that. If there's, absolutely, that's an important thing to do. With me, I do it on an ad hoc basis. I kind of, when I feel it, like this week, for example, say that's it. I'm doing Thursday. I'm going to go off on my own somewhere. Just take that time, even if it's an afternoon, you know, for a bike ride, go down to the water.
Yeah.
Just me time. And I don't take my phone with me, you know, so I'll do that.
So good.
So that's what I do, that separation. But sometimes I need it for GPS. So
we're so reliant on it. We're both like,
I know.
But you know the crazy thing, I think you and we just came up with an idea, like a support group for vendors, just as like to help them detox or something, because it is so important and it's so good to be around like supportive people. Like my friends, they know that I can make a plan, but hey, if business comes up, I might have to dip. Right?
Yeah.
Like my family also understands. They know that like what I do. Yeah. I want to bring my niece and nephew out because I don't think they've ever seen it. Like they see me like on social media and my nephew's like, oh, I'm Donovan Fernandes. I'm all talk. I'm like, and then they do like and I love it. But I want them to see me.
They got to see you in action.
They got to see me.
They got to see you in action. Yeah.
I think
that's one of those, like seeing a live concert, you know? Yeah. You can go on YouTube and watch stuff, but it's not the same when you're there. in the element, you know, doing what we do.
Yeah. But on that note, sorry, I want to go back to like this time management. Like that for me is the hard part in getting rest.
Yeah.
You have you mastered that yet, or are you still? It's still like in the trial and error. Still,
no. It's you know, health is number one. That's one thing that really you have to watch now at this stage in the game. Time management, yes, you have to. Sometimes I can't just, if your body's talking to you and you're tired or you got to rest or you need that time, mental, you know, the mental getaway, you got to do that before everything else.
Yeah.
But time management's crucial. Time management, you won't survive unless you, and we're talking like, you know, you set you're planning, you're looking at the week and say, okay, I'm going to do this. You're looking a month ahead. You're looking 6 months ahead, a year ahead. You know, in our industry, we're planning sometimes 2 years in advance.
Yeah.
For some events. You know, some people are calling for 2027.
Yeah.
No.
I got the bookings for 2020 and I landed one for 2028.
Oh my God. Look
It's
at
like,
that. See,
yeah.
that's exactly it. So we're looking way out now. Time management, we're not concerned. We'll slot those in, but we're not concerned about them. So they're not in our immediate task list, right? But then that's where and that goes for everybody, right? Whether you got to do laundry, or whether you have to drive your kids to sports events, you got to do grocery shopping. It's all time management because there's only 24 hours in each day.
Being disciplined has to be part of it, right? And this is even like our next segment, because it's like, that's one thing I admire about you. It's like, I know you're disciplined. I know you got your routine packed in, because you know how? I've seen you bring your own food at gigs.
Wow, I kind of had to do that because my body started talking to me.
Yeah.
After I did
you can't just go there, have that steak, have that chicken that they provide you with, like the 2 pieces of asparagus, which you should be eating.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the food's good a lot of times when I go out. It's just I make mistakes where I don't bring enough of the right fuel, or I don't eat enough of the right fuel because I'm so physical that maybe that meal's not enough for me at that particular time. I needed either more fuel or I needed something at a different time. So I have to listen to my body, because in my previous decades, I've just abused everything. I will go out and I'm eating the wrong things. Like I'm hitting a sweet table, for example. That's what hurt me. And then I had to watch because my sugar level started to rise, and now my body's not performing like it used to.
Yes.
So I'm trying to fight that as we speak, you know?
I'm in the exact same position, because like even now it's like I'm trying to adjust my diet so I can go out and perform and live the life I want to, you know, and that comes with some no's to people, right? In my private life, right?
Yeah.
No's to like certain things, which everyone looks like it's enjoying. And that's the hard part, right? So like even now, I used to bring my food to events, right? Sometimes just to keep like, you know, beets and chicken, right? But it's proper fuel.
Yeah.
I'm hydrating. I have Manuka honey to take care of my voice.
Very good.
Right? I got the approval of it. Very good.
No, Manuka honey's good. I mean, I have that too, not for my voice, but for the health benefits.
Yeah.
I hear it's good for the voice.
Right? My turmeric and ginger shot. I have to be so disciplined, because I've seen you. I know the the G Pinto, the Grenville Pinto way. You come in with yours, you find the tech, you meet the planner, boom. Oh, what time do you guys want me on? Okay, I could be ready in 20 minutes, half an hour, and then you open up your briefcase, you start setting up your sound, you do it. I get the like, you know, the 3 clicks, and then you're ready to go.
Yeah.
And then on the way out, I see you like open up your Tupperware, you do it.
But that's the reason why I have to do it, because I can't sit down with everybody else and eat.
No, you cannot.
That's the other problem. Part of it's health related. Yeah. Part of it is I can't sit with everybody else. That's when I have to perform, though.
Efficiency.
Yeah, but a lot of times we can't bring the food into the venue. That doesn't look good, right? We can't sit with our Tupperwares on a table. Mm-hmm. So then you learn. This is why I have doctors who I consult with, and they give me certain outlines. They'll give me certain rules to go by, just guidelines, so that I can use that when I'm on the road. So even if I have to pick up fast food, there are options for me that I wouldn't know.
What is it?
Well, like picking up a burger and you don't eat the bun, for example.
Yeah, okay.
So that kind of thing. So carbs slow me down.
Are you keto then?
She wants me to go keto, my one doctor.
Yeah.
So she wants me, but it's a hard thing for me to do. So
That's tough.
I do my best.
Because the thing is, you do need some sort of carb in there, right?
Yeah.
You need some, because like that's for me, that's fuel. Or maybe I'm just making my own thing up, but like
Maybe we're used to it. And we just need that little fix.
yeah,
So it needs to be in there somewhere. So anyway, we have to find that balance in our life with everything, and that balance is with food too.
yeah,
Right. Otherwise, your body doesn't function.
yeah.
At its peak, peak performance.
For me, at a gig, I'm roughly doing around 13,000 steps.
Wow.
I've tracked it, right?
Yeah.
At a wedding, because like I'm on my feet the entire time, right?
Yeah.
And have you tracked your steps?
No, I haven't, but that's a good thing to track.
Yeah.
And in your case, I know you're around a lot.
Yeah, I'm going boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
and sometimes that offsets some of some of the food I put in my system. But I really do try my best. But then you see your friends. You see, like for example, I was in Montreal, and when I do destination weddings, I do the full wedding. Usually here, I'm out by the time the dance floor happens. But there, they want the full package.
Yeah. Plus, you've traveled all that way anyway.
Yeah.
So you give them whatever they want.
Yeah.
That's what I do too.
And it went to like 3, 4 in the morning. And then the next day I wake up because I have a business to run. I have everything to do. But then the DJs are like, hey, you're in town. We're taking you out. I'm like, let's go. But it was a quiet, calm out. But like still, that's where they take you for, the burgers, the wings. And I'm like,
Oh, that's the whole compromise. Then you got to just find that point.
Yeah.
And I'm not always eating clean, and that's the same thing when
what's your favorite cheat meal? What's the G Pinto cheat meal? I order McDonald's once in a blue moon too.
Well, I love fries.
Fries,
I love a good,
Oh.
well done fries.
Oh, extra crispy.
And shoestring. I like shoestring because I used to fry those in my dad's basement when I was a kid.
Oh, man.
And I always did them almost overdone.
Yeah.
So they're crispy, but still soft on the.
I almost dropped the F-bomb because you hit my weak spot. I love fries.
Yeah,
I love
fries, man. I love effing fries.
See, the thing is, it's fries, but then I dip them in barbecue sauce, and McDonald's barbecue sauce is like my kryptonite.
Oh, is it really?
I love it. Sometimes I'll just order the sauces and I will dip. Like I love McDonald's barbecue, the Canadian version, not the American version, and not the UK version.
Okay,
the Canadian version.
All right, I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah,
I go with straight old ketchup that they give you.
Now, do you do the French's ketchup because they're Canadian only. There's no or I think there's no corn syrup in French's.
I don't know about the whole Canadian only thing. I think that's going a bit too far. First of all, isn't it Heinz? There's no other kinds. Isn't that their slogan?
Yeah, I love ketchup. Okay, sorry. Now you got me.
Yeah, no. But going back to the Canadian thing.
Yeah,
we are like I just watched the Blue Jays play yesterday. They were playing an American team. How come no one stopped that game? Playing an American team, Chicago. They're playing Chicago. If you want to stop, we can only boycott so much, or promote Canada so much. I love Canada. I'm always promoting Canada. I go to the U.S. If I'm playing in the U.S., I'm bringing that money. I'm going to be spending that in Canada.
Of course.
A lot of that money. So I'm always promoting Canada wherever I go. I'm a proud Canadian.
There we go.
Born Canadian, and I acknowledge my roots. But I think sometimes we get a little bit caught up in the narrative, and I don't think sometimes it makes sense, and it's not right because that narrative can go away overnight too, and they'll start saying something else, and everyone goes, "What happened to the Canadian stuff?" But it's always great there are great products that we have, from Canada.
Yeah, two products right here.
2 products right here, exactly. I was thinking more like food.
Yeah, I know.
That's where my mind was. But entertainment-wise, definitely.
Yeah.
So there's lots of good things, and we can rattle them off.
Oh, man.
I'm thinking of maple syrup, for example, and people just rave about, like, there are no other kinds when it comes to maple syrup, for example, because if you try the stuff from up north, my keyboardist moved up there, and he actually taps it from the tree and gets the maple syrup.
The sap and syrup.
Oh, so fresh. Oh, you can't get that. That's what I mean. We have some great things to be, again, going back to my clothes, how I shop the world.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good in this world. And I think we're heading towards globalization. I think that was already happening decades ago. Mm-hmm. We've seen it happen in our lifetime. We'll probably have a world without borders, which is eventually, I think. but we do have access. We do have access to everything in this world, which is crazy. If you think about that, we never had that growing up.
No, not
You
at
only had that
all.
one radio station you could listen to. Now you could listen to, I got this, my buddy sends me a link where I could stream. I think it's somewhere, I think it's a, California station or whatever.
but-
And it's freestyle 24/7.
Yeah.
So I listen to that. This is
Oh,
great.
you love your freestyle.
I love freestyle. I love
my-
everything.
yeah.
I love rock. I listen to Ozzy's Boneyard too. I got Satellite. I listen to all that stuff. But sometimes I want to listen to, I'm just very eclectic with my music. And that's reflected in my show, which is why I jump from all these genres of music. Not because someone told me to learn it, but because I genuinely take an interest in all genres of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to get to your show in just a few months, but I
Yeah.
just want to let you know, like when I was growing up, and I think when you first, I was something called a Gino.
Same here.
I had the
Did you have the
spiky.
mullet?
I had the spiky hair.
You had the spiky
I
hair?
had the spiky hair. I had the, what was it, like the shell necklace. I had, oh my God.
I still have a shell necklace.
Yeah. I was a Euro head. I loved
Love
Euro. I was like a die head.
Drive at 5. That's
Yeah. JK go on. Oh,
1035, isn't it?
Yeah. I was loving it. Danny
Yeah.
D and yeah.
Yeah.
I was a pure Gino, Euro head. But
Those
now,
were good times.
They were great.
Le
times.
Chateau, remember go shopping there?
Oh my gosh. Urban Behavior.
Urban Behavior, was that around? That would have been around back then too?
Yeah.
Wow, that goes way back then. But I used to shop a lot at Le Chateau.
Okay.
I used to save my money and then go.
Yeah. I had my 3 shirts and my 4 shirts and then I had the bubble vest, oh my gosh.
I didn't have one of those.
I got my buckle shoe from Aldo.
Oh, buckle shoe.
Buckle shoe was Gino's.
I had the Peter Pan getaways.
Yeah.
When they caught in your pants had to be narrow at the ankle.
Yes,
right? You had they had like the MC Hammer pants kind of thing where they.
Oh man.
I hope people are resonating with what we're talking about.
But now, same. I hope you guys are, if you love Euro, hit the comment, do what you got to do. But from there, I adapt because of this beautiful skin tone I have. When I was growing up, it's okay, we're going to put you in, I grew up on rock. I grew up on going rock and roll, jive, disco, 80s. But then I adapted being, especially in university, going to a lot of Punjabi parties, learning the music on the spot.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're saying. I can lip it, but I'm just lipping the sounds I'm hearing. Then I got, connected with the West Indian and I'm picking up chutney, soca.
Yeah.
I'm picking up that now in the Sri Lankan market, I'm picking up all these songs. My music knowledge is wide.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
sure
what happened.
so is yours.
Our industry has forced that, and then you phonetically say the lyrics. What you think it is, and I
Yeah.
do the same thing.
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're saying in a lot of the music, a lot of the cultured music.
Yeah.
But what I hear, and then so when I'm playing along with it, I'll just say some of the words, what I think it is.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
And people don't.
and
they don't need to know.
And they're like,
right?
you know it, even Konkani. I'm just saying that I don't know what they're saying. I just I can mimic it very well, and but that's only when the music's on. If the music's off, I'm lost.
No, same here.
Yeah,
that's the reason why I can't say it right now. I got to hear the song.
Yeah, I can't even try.
Yeah.
But I want to go to your show. So you took your brand, you've developed it. You have obviously. You have a fan club. I was on your website. I didn't know you had a fan club.
Yeah.
What do people get if they join the G Pinto fan club?
They get a regular newsletter. It gets sent out to them, an e-newsletter.
That is so cool.
I'll even do giveaways sometimes too in that newsletters. I'll tell them, if they'll have a trivia question or something, and then say we're giving away this month, and
Yeah. So I'm going to put a link in the description, and if anybody wants to join the G Pinto fan club,
everybody should join the G Pinto fan club.
Yeah, maybe I should start my own. The I'm All Talk.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can do it. You should join the G Pinto and the Donovan fan club. I am all talk.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
But I want to go to your show because you're able to not just be called to entertain people in seats. You have developed your own show where people are now being put into seats to see you and your show. Now, I went to a concert yesterday. You're putting on a full-on production.
Yeah.
You want to Like, can you walk me through why you decided to do that? And
That was, yeah.
and what went into it to do that? Because I think I know Mensa, who was one of your DJs.
DJ Mensa, yeah.
And then I see all the different artists that are there. Like, walk me through it.
That was my ultimate dream. My ultimate dream was to, because I told you my taste in music is so eclectic, my vision was, before I even produced my own concert show, was to have me front and center. And I was already doing it in the sense that I'm playing with tracks and jumping from hip hop to rock to country, etc. Now I want to bring that to a live stage where everything is live. So I'm in the middle playing live. We've got a quartet at one point, at one part of the stage. I've got a DJ on one part of the stage. I've got the drummer and all the live band behind me. So the music you're hearing, everything is happening live. We've got dancers. So all that coming together in one show. So that's the dream which I have. So I can present all those different genres of music with me being front and center the whole time.
That's almost like what A.R. Rahman did yesterday, right? He was front and center, but he had all of these different singers, musicians, and like styles of music. I wish you went. I think maybe like it would have been a cool thing to see, but I think you're doing the exact same thing.
He would, but that's what I've had. And along the way, I've met a lot of great musicians and people who I work with.
Yeah.
Who I've brought on the stage. Some people are not always available. So certain things happen, right? It's where you have to have backup, or because I don't put the shows on as often as I would like to. Sometimes, excuse me. Last year I did put on a show in Hamilton. We did it. Now I'm working on a new album. So I need to get that material done. Once that material's done, then full out concerts will happen after that.
Yeah.
Then I'll be promoting the new albums. It's actually multiple albums. But I'm going to roll them out and then roll out the shows at the same time so that people can come experience the new material and, of course, the old material in my eclectic taste in music.
Yeah. Pavlo and you in Greece.
Yes.
Talk to me. That's like you're part of his show.
Yes.
Down there. Like,
and he's part of my show too.
Yeah.
We just become friends.
And that's because he's a legendary artist as well. And what's it like playing outside in such a beautiful, like I don't even know what to call it. Is that a stadium? Is that like
when we did it in Greece.
Yeah. What is that? Like, what's the word?
We're overlooking the, Santorini cliff.
Yeah.
It's a cliff. It was an actual helicopter pad where he shot his latest PBS special. It is epic.
It's like, that's a Coliseum. It's
like a call. Well, that would be that particular one. There was another one which is like a Coliseum.
Yeah.
That was done in northern Greece, Kastoria.
Yeah.
Where I was privileged enough to go to that one too. So I played in that one.
Man. Yeah.
I played in Santorini, and we've got a show coming up in Niagara actually next week, August 22nd. So that's going to be taking place. But Pavlo, I met along the way. I think it was in Hamilton. It was a show. I think it was a trade show, and he was signing autographs at someone's booth. And I was playing on the stage by myself, doing my solo show. He saw me, and I was always a fan of his. I used to go to his concerts. I used to buy tickets to go to his show. And I used to see Gino playing the drums and all.
Yeah.
Gino's become a friend of mine now. I just did a gig with him.
Blessed, man.
This past Saturday.
Yeah, love it.
So I could call him up, text him anytime. Same with Pavlo. So now I've become part of Pavlo's band. Pavlo took me under his wing and showing me, we collaborated a lot with music production and with concert shows. And now we share the stage with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that's just like I'm counting the blessings in that one little sentence that you just said. It
just happens.
It just happens. And like people just never know. You can't plan for this.
No, just roll with life. Just, go out there, do what you love. This is a good lesson for everybody. Just go out there and do what you love and do it to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
And try and remain like a friend of mine says, laser focused is what you want to do. Kelvin says, this guy in our industry, be laser focused. You got to do that because it's so easy to get distracted out there, especially when, you're never the best at what you do. There's always going to be someone better. It's a global market now.
Yeah.
Right. Especially. So it's always going to be, you can always look up somebody else. Just go out there, do your best. Someone will appreciate what you do.
Yes.
And you'll be surprised how many people actually do appreciate what you do when you give it.
You know, I want to talk, like I was going to do something else, but on that note of appreciation, I saw this video that you put out about you going to the hospital to play a song for someone, I think, who was just on their last legs.
Myoma. Yeah.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very touching. I get a bit emotional thinking about her. I've known her for about 25 years, I think.
Yeah.
She always told me to call her Oma.
Oma.
So she's not my blood relative, but she always considered me to be like her son, grandson kind of thing. Basically what it was, I used to play at the seniors' home where people, they're all like, they're able-bodied. They look after, so it's
like retirement, but like old age home.
They have a name for it, not assisted living or something. Or assisted living. Anyway, whatever it is. So she would always, there was a gentleman who paid for me to come in. He would hire me and I would go perform there and they'd have all the people from the building come in and so she would get the area ready for me. In the basement, they had their rec room. She'd move everything aside. So people used to always wonder if there was, they got jealous because she was always doing that for me. So we developed a special bond between us. I've got so many pictures. If you see on my Instagram or on my social media, there's actually pictures of us over the years. She'd always take a picture, then mail it to me. I have all those pictures and I did a collage on my social media showing that.
Yeah.
And she almost made it to 102. She was 101, and I was playing for her, and I said, we're going to play Happy Birthday, and we're going to celebrate her 102nd birthday, even though she didn't make it there in the end, but we did celebrate it while she was alive.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Another blessing on that right there.
Major blessing, yeah. She's a wonderful lady.
Yeah.
And, a lot of lessons come from that. Like respect your elders. This is something I think we've lost. We've lost a lot of that, like respect for anything in this world. We've lost it because there's too much of anything and everything. Yeah. That we don't know how to appreciate stuff.
We're not being grounded.
We're not grounded. You need someone there teaching us manners. Like when we were young, we were taught. We were actually told, open the door for people. Whether there's certain, or if you have a date, you will close the door. Yeah. There'd be certain things. I mean, back then you'd have to unlock the door, right?
Yes.
But anyway, now I'm really dating myself. But anyway, there's certain basic things. A lot of it could be common sense. Even driving, someone lets you in, put your hand up. Yeah. And say thank you to the person for letting you in. Put your hazards or whatever on. Acknowledge that person let you in, just being kind.
Yeah. It comes down. And even, for example, when I walk into a venue, I go and say hi to everybody. Yeah. Shake their hands, be respectful.
That makes you unique.
Right?
Amazing.
And not many people do that. And I even when I teach like my MCs, I'm like, go say hi to the DJ, say hi to the planner, go to the people behind the bar, smile at people. I'm realizing that these tiny things that I'm not purposely doing, I'm not going to smile. I'm me, right? And it just makes life a lot easier.
And it makes people feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know how to behave when they go to these events because they don't go to these events. Yeah. They don't do this every day. We feel comfortable in these venues. Yeah. Right? So there's nothing more valued than doing a deed like that where you're bringing everyone together. Yeah. Right? People that get nervous before going out. There's a social anxiety. There's things that happen. It's real. Mm-hmm. Right? This is what happens to people when they go out there because they're thinking about things that we don't know a lot of times what's going through their heads. But if you can break the ice, it could be like a family member, they have a spout, there could be something going on, right? There could be some issues and they don't feel comfortable or just mentally, they're not used to being around people. Yeah. And if you can help break that, make them feel comfortable and bring them together and make them have a good time, it's a priceless service that you're providing, which means we should double, triple, quadruple
it up.
What we're charging. Yeah.
So before we finish this, I want to play one quick game with you before we finish this. It's called Fix This. Okay? Fix this wedding. Okay? Yeah. I'm going to give you basically a little scenario.
All right.
Of something that can go wrong.
Okay.
You have to tell me what you would do. Okay?
Oh boy. All right. I'll try.
You show up to perform. The DJ system doesn't connect with your backing track, right? The lights aren't set. And the bride wants a song you didn't rehearse. Everything is behind schedule. What do you do? What's your move?
This has actually happened to me.
Let's go. What did you do?
This has actually happened to me where the DJ was late. He got caught in traffic. So I've got speakers in my car. I brought my speakers in and I actually played and I actually DJ'd for the entrance. So this is where my teenage DJing years, tongue twister there, came in handy because I was able to play. They had no one to play the entrance song when they entered. So I actually played it on my system. Yeah. And it wasn't plugged into the main, it was plugged into my speakers. Not the same caliber of system, but good enough that people could still. So I always carry a speaker for that. The main reason is because I want to be able to hear my sound. Yeah. I have reasons for why I do that.
It's almost like a monitor for you.
It's like a monitor, correct.
Yeah.
So rather than using in-ears, which I would use if I'm on a stage, I bring this out because I want to be able to make sure everything's being fed through so that I know it's not a problem with the mains. I can troubleshoot if I have to. I can backtrack and say, oh, it's not it can't be my system because mine's producing sound.
You come with your whole system.
I do.
Yeah, and I think that's protection, right?
It's a lot of work but it's also protection at the same time.
Yeah. And as we talked earlier, it's like I see like it's like packing your suitcase. It's like you are on the traveling show, right? And you're going from one to another. And how many have you done in one day? Is like what's
I've done a lot in one day. I've done back in my heyday, I would have done 6 in one day. Wow. 6 gigs. That's a lot.
I
alone. I've done that.
I gloat saying, "Oh yeah, I've done 2 weddings in one day." Right?
No, but mine's different, right? My business model is different, and you got to remember, I only had certain time slots. The new time slots got created because I wasn't available when I was the only shop in town. You got to remember, I was the only one doing what I'm doing for, let's say, weddings. And then the bride said, "Well, come to my house in the morning. Come at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning while we're getting ready." That became a time slot.
Play for me
in the morning, right? Yeah. Well, they have guests coming. No, but they have guests coming.
Oh, okay. I thought she wakes up.
She wanted that too because they enter. They'll walk.
Sorry.
Maybe that could have been maybe a reason. Maybe puts her in the mood, right? To go to the church 100%. Or whatever.
It sets the vibe.
Yeah. But these people would have people come to the house. They feed them before going to the church. Yeah. The close family, and they provide live music. I still have people ask me for that to this day.
So I'm thinking something. It's like the night ends. They're going to the hotel. You're playing.
I'm still playing. It's like Titanic. The guys are still playing. Yeah. And everyone's.
Oh no! I'm saying you're setting the mood for the honeymoon.
Like you're setting the mood for the honeymoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Marvin Gaye or I don't know.
Well, I do a lot of different things where that's applicable. That same sort of concept. Yeah. Like I play for people when they propose. Yeah. Or I play for someone they're on a date and they want me to come out and play. So I've done intimate. Yeah. I've done intimate events. We all have, but I mean that's what I've done as well.
There's unlimited opportunities, right?
Yeah.
Right. And
it's all stemmed from the basic time slots that we had. Let's say so I did ceremony, cocktails, dinner, and then late night became an option too. So I show up like 11 o'clock at night. That came because I wasn't available earlier. Mm-hmm. But then that became a time slot that was preferred. Because then you got people who they want to inject, some different energies. So
and that's when you're playing the hard, fast.
Yeah, and I do something. I'll do energetic.
The interactive stuff.
Interactive. Right? Yeah. Interactive. Something to keep people engaged. Yeah. Right at that point, but to break it up still, so that you get a little break from the DJ, but they still dance. Yeah. Right.
If I could ever do a voice recording for you, it would be like, G Pinto wants you to clap and clap. Just in the background clap here and get it.
You gotta do something like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But listen, all of this, our banter back and forth, it comes from the foundation of obviously respect, love, but passion for our talent and passion for what we do. And we could probably do this again and again and again and again, and the story will be different, right?
Yeah.
But this was...
We got a lot of stories.
Yeah. Yeah. Before we say our send-off, do you want to shout out your socials?
Yeah, we'll just go to gpinto.com.
That's it.
gpinto.com, and all the links are there. You can even join the fan club.
Join the fan club.
Join the fan club, and then at the top, you'll see the links for Instagram and even any of the other socials. Just type in gpinto, and I should show up.
Perfect. Honestly, thank you for being here. Thank you for pulling up today. It was just us and a mic, no violin. Welcome to my world. Welcome to the...
It was a violin. We both played the air violin today.
Honestly, this is Donovan Fernandes, Mr. I Am All Talk. Thank you for joining me today on another episode of All Talk, No Regrets.